I tried journaling for 30 days straight. It was not much of a challenge for me as I love writing with pen and paper. I used to write a lot in my childhood days. If the quality of the paper and the pen adjusts with my hand movements, it's such a delicious thing to write. By quality, I mean the paper shouldn't be too smooth that makes the pen to just slide away. I won't have any control over my handwriting then. It shouldn't be too rough either. It has to have enough friction to hold the nib, and the nib should be smooth enough to obey my fingers. I write in the mornings. On the weekends, I wrote first thing in the morning, and on the weekdays, I write as soon as I power on my work laptop while I wait it to turn on. The main reason I use journaling is to help with my focus in work. That was the time I had huge problem focusing. Though I enjoy my work and I have enough to do, I was too addicted to the phone. I scroll down YouTube videos, listen to my favorite YouTubers talking, and hours would just fly away without my realizing it. Soon it would be lunchtime, and then the day ends after watching few more videos. As I spent whole day like this, the evenings would be so frustrating. I felt very guilty shutting down the laptop as I haven't done much work all day. So I tried to continue my work in the evening, and as a result, my daughter was not getting much time with me. That's when I picked journaling, and I used it in the following ways. I kept the journal next to my laptop. Whenever I feel like reaching for the phone, I picked up the journal instead and write down what comes to my mind. When I write on the journal, my mind won't wander around, but my whole focus is on the hand movements and my handwriting and aiming to finish putting in the paper what was in my mind. If I had picked up the phone instead, I would have started endless consumption of videos. But with journal, once I have written down my current thought, I am done. By the time I go to the end of the sentence, my mind would pull me back to the laptop screen, and I close the journal and start my work. I repeatedly did that. Every time my mind gets tired or in need of dopamine, my hand involuntarily reaches for the phone, but I pick the journal instead. I did the popular 20 minutes timer technique. I set up the timer for 20 minutes and I noted it down on the journal. I might have successfully worked in that 20 minutes or wandered away with the thoughts. No matter what I did, I recorded that on the journal. When I recorded that I failed to work in the last 20-minute sprint, it serves as a wake-up call, and I'm hugely aware of the wasted 20 minutes. Then I take a short break, set up the timer again, and record that in the journal. Almost always, the second sprint always successful. That 20 minutes went on for 40 minutes and my productivity increased on that day. As I journal in the mornings instead of evenings, I had the advantage of noting down what was the highlight of my day. I had the habit of waking up thinking bunch of things to complete for the day, and as the day progresses, I become too overwhelmed with a list of things I have thought to do, and I end up doing nothing. Instead, I write down just one highlight for the day. This tip I learned from Ali Abdal's video, and it really helped with my anxiety. I write down the highlight, and truly all other micro tasks around that highlight got done too. Above all these, I had some pressing issues going on at that time. So whenever I opened the journal to write, I jot down these pressing issues. after one or two sentences, it felt like such a heavy weight lifted. It was like I lifted the pressing issue out of me and put it down on the paper. I truly felt lighter after that. After the 30 days challenge, I continued to write too, maybe not strictly daily as I did during the challenge, but I made it a point that when I take my laptop out, I also take the journal out, and it is always next to me. My phone is next to me too, but not as easily reachable as the journal. Now I don't struggle with focusing too much, not as consistently as I was before, but whenever I feel like I'm wasting time, I know I can always trust my journal would bring me back to reality.